This wheel loader is the 22-ton JCB 456ZX, and in the current JCB range it's superseded by the 457. The box is JCB branded, so let's get on and open it, but wait a minute, let's have a look at the back. There's a photo of the real machine, but there's no other information about it. The model's contained between interlocking plastic formers which are factory sealed with tape, and once they're separated you can lift out the model, and it's complete out of the box with a bucket attached, and there are also a couple of tools, a log handler and some forks. Looking underneath, there's some moderate detailing, but the tyres have a good tread pattern. And they're mounted on nice wheels which have got the JCB logo embossed on the hub. At the back the grille looks quite nice and the lights have plastic lenses. At the pivot point there's not too much in the way of detail, there's no hoses or drive shaft, but a tiny graphic adds some detail. The cab detailing is good with metal mirrors and grab rails, and on the inside JCB is printed on the seat back. At the front the casting is plain and simple, and the insides of the wheels are hollow. The connection rivets on the loader arm are painted, which is good, and the bucket is a decent metal casting. Moving to the alternative tools, the log handler is an all metal part and is well made. The simple forks are also an all metal part. So let's put the 456 through its paces in the Cranes etc. test yard. And to start with, it certainly is a very easy roller. The rear axle does oscillate, it's not a huge amount of movement, but it does work. And the wheels are fixed to common axles and spin very freely. The steering across the pivot point is rather loose and the angle it can achieve is very shallow. But at least that makes it easy to drive, assuming you sit on top of the roof like this of course. Moving on to the loader arm and bucket, and the model is really good. There's no problem with the cut angle, and if you want to set it at a low carry position, then it's just about perfect. Okay, so the low end stuff's good. What about the high end? Well, it reaches a good height and a tipping angle is excellent. Motorart models often have opening engine covers and this one's no exception. Both sides open up gull-wing style and there's a nicely detailed engine inside with different coloured components. However, all is not well because on the review model one cover was droopy. And it's not nice having a droopy part when you want it to stay straight. Anyway, on with the genuine imitation real life test. And here the 456 is discharging into a road tipper. It has no problem with the height of lift, and with the good tipping angle it can empty its bucket. You just have to pretend not to see the hands. Hey ho, the hands are back again, and this time they're removing the bucket from the wheel loader. There are a couple of clips on the bottom and it unhooks at the top. And then you can fit one of the other two tools. So first up we'll clip on the log handler, and when it's attached it works well because you can open it up, and of course you've also got the full range of movement that was available on the bucket. So let's try another genuine imitation real life test, and here we are in the Cranes etc. sawmill picking up some rough cut logs. The grab is good because it's stiff enough to be able to hold onto the logs and hold onto them tightly. When it comes to putting them down neatly, well that's a whole different collection of logs. So let's just watch the hapless Cranes etc. operator as he opens up the grab, and he's even failing on that simple task. Well, there you have it, a remarkable piece of machine handling. Remarkably bad. Onto the last tool, which is the pair of forks, and they can be individually moved sideways or even detached. The forks are useful, particularly at Cranes etc., and that's because the team members are incredibly lazy, they just stand around all day doing nothing. Now we have a way to move them to our retraining facility in the lobotomy department. This release from Motorart is a redecorated version of a model that first appeared in 2007, but it's still good because of its decent detailing and the display options presented by the different tools. So it's good enough to highly recommend.